Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2025 Ford Super Duty. The order banks are open up for the 25 model year, and you can place an order with your local dealer. And in this video, we're going to go over the Platinum trim, where we cover all the standard equipment, different packages, and the optional equipment all in one video. And a very informative video, and hopefully some great content for you guys if you're looking to order a 2025 Ford Super Duty, especially if you're wanting to order a platinum trim. This video will be very helpful for you for that as well. So we're going to dive in now. I will tell you there are going to be timestamps. Please use those timestamps to get the information you're looking for. Move ahead. If you've watched some of the other videos, there's some repetitive stuff when it comes to some of these packages. Feel free to use those to move ahead throughout the video and get the content you're looking for to help you place an order with your local dealership. So if you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of these videos. And let's gonna dive in here. Actually, Ford does have the building price up and going. Now, some of the clips you'll probably watch later, you'll probably see that I mentioned that the order guide wasn't up, and that's because when I recorded the packages part of the video, it wasn't up. So we used 24, but now it is. So if you go to vehicles, trucks and vans, you go over to Super Duty, and you're going to see 24 model year right here. Search inventory, you'll see the building price down here, and that is the 24 information. As long as there's still inventory on dealer lots, search inventory and building price have to work together. That's how that's there. That's why you'll always see a building price there for 24. And right now, you can still order a 24 for like another week. But if you want 25 information, you go along here and click on this 25 Super Duty. And now we're on the 25 Super Duty page, and you'll see the building price over there. And that will go to the 25 model year building price, and you'll make sure it's notes that right there. We're going to start our build and kind of talk about this. Now, for the Platinum trim here, it is available in crew cab only, 4x4 only, and two different bed lengths, 6 3/4 box or 8-foot box. Now, all your F350 dualies and F450 will only be available in your 8-foot box. So I'm sure most people know that there. So let's go ahead, and we're going to actually go F250 crew cab, 6 3/4. And when looking at this, and we're going to start a build on the Platinum trim there. And we should pull it up. There we go. We're going to start talking about the powertrain first here for us. And in this, different than it was last year, the Platinum Edition is standard motor is the 7.3 liter V8 engine for the F250, the F350 single wheel, as well as the F350 dually. The standard motor on the F450 is the 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel engine. I think last year the diesel engine was standard on all configurations, but not this year. This year they are trying to sell more of the gas engines, so that's going to be standard equipment, which means for this price here, if you want these, you're going to have to pay extra for those. We'll get to those when we get to optional equipment, but that's kind of how that'll work. And of course, come with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Your 7.3 liter will come with the Torque Shift G 10-speed automatic transmission, unless you pick the Tremor package with the 7.3, and then you'll get the 10-speed, which is what you'll get on the diesel engines as well for you there. So there's that information. Now, for drive modes, you will get a normal, an eco, slippery, and a tow haul mode for you. You'll get all those, and then an off-road mode for your Tremors as well for you. So we'll get Tremor stuff when you get to that package. Electronic shift on the fly, of course, for all your 4x4s, which is standard equipment on these. Power steering with a steering damper. You also get stationary elevated idle control, and all your diesels will get an operator commanded regeneration as well. And then standard on all the Platinum Edition is the 410 amp dual alternators for you. So a 250 amp and then a 160 amp. And then for the front axle, you get a monobeam front axle with a coil spring suspension, narrow track for the 250s and 350s, and a wider track for all your F450s. And then for your rear axle, non-limited slip rear axle for the F250s and 350s, and a 430 limited slip for the F450s. We'll get into options for gear ratios later. There's options for electronic lockers, and we have a special section for that in this video as well. Check the timestamp. Also, for the batteries, you'll get a dual battery, 68AH 750 CCA dual AGM batteries, heavy duty gas shocks, and then front stabilizer bar, and you get hill start assist for all those. Now, Let's get into some of the safety features here for us. Here, I'll go back to this. For safety, we have a driver and passenger front airbag, dual stage airbag for you. And then we do have advanced trek with roll stability control along with traction control for you. And then we do have the engine only traction control for all your dualies, as well as we do have safety canopy airbags. So side curtain airbags pulls down with the rollover sensor for you. And then we do have the latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children that allow you to safely harness those in directly instead of using the shoulder straps for those front and rear facing car seats and those back seats. And then we do have pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, comes with forward collision warning, dynamic brake support, and pedestrian detection along with that. So post-collision braking as well, that'll help brake the vehicle. And we do get intersection assist, which is a fairly new system there. We've been seeing on the F-150s and such. If you're going across that intersection, someone's coming, you don't maybe see them. If maybe there's two lanes, it'll brake the vehicle so you don't hopefully have that accident there for you. You do also get lane keeping system, get you a lane keeping alert, the lane keeping aid, and the driver alert. So the lane keeping system will help try to keep you in your lane, whether you have the cruise on or not. If you have this activated, it'll try to keep you in your lane. So the aid system will help keep you see that line and bring it back in. It kind of doesn't go over as far. The alert system will let you leave your lane, but vibrates the steering wheel and let you know you've left your lane. We also have SOS post-crash alert system, honks the horns, flashes the lights if you're on the side of the road in an accident. And we have the security lock passive amethyst system, which means the coded key can start the vehicle and no other key. And then we do have the Ford security package. So they kind of changed the wording from the advanced security package to the Ford security package. I think they've included, it says in here a 1 year included with activation. So I think it also includes the stolen vehicle services that we see in the F-150, I think. Maybe that's why it's been changed for that name there for you. All right, let's get into exterior features now. Going over here, we're going to use this image here for us, and I'm going to pick a different color, ruby red, so we can kind of see that impact, and we're going to make this a little bigger here for us. All right, so on the front up there, this is different than last year. What last year we saw all the chrome. This year it is different. We have a Platinum Plus package that's going to be basically similar to like your Platinum and a mixture of the Limited of last year. So this year, standard equipment on the Platinum is the unique painted agate black grille. So agate black, should say. So painted black grille is standard equipment on this. Also, the bumper is going to be standard body colored front bumpers up here. Black tow hooks on the front, also included in this. Front parking sensors as well in here. LED fog lights as well. Daytime running lights. We get LED projector headlights. The only way you get projectors is on the Platinum Edition. You don't get that on any of the others. You get automatic headlights. Come on, automatic when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light. And then we also have automatic high beams, which kind of like your automatic headlights. If it's dark enough outside, those high beams will come on. If someone approaches you, you're in the city lights, it'll shut them off. That's a feature you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. We also do get rain sensing wipers as well. That'll, if you have one of the intermittent settings and the rain sensing wipers activated, it'll wipe put the windshield wipers on when it starts to rain. Rains harder, it'll wipe faster. Also, we do have 360-degree cameras, so camera under the front grille here, also underneath each of those mirrors and in the back, so you can see completely around the vehicle. Comes in real handy when towing and such like that. And then for all your dualies, F350 dually or F450s, it's going to come with the LED roof marker clearance lamps. Now, that is optional for the F250s and the F350 single rear wheel. We'll get to that when we get to optional equipment. Let's talk about the wheel for a second. The F250s and F350 single rear wheel will come with a 20-inch Bright Machine and ebony black low gloss painted wheel, which looks like the same wheels we had last year that was standard equipment. We have I think a better wheel for the Platinum Plus edition. So we'll get to that when we get to optional equipment. The F350 dualies will get the same as they have been, 17-inch forged polished aluminum wheel with the bright hub covers and center ornaments. And all your F450s will get the 19.5-inch forged polished aluminum wheel with the bright hub covers and center ornaments. Manual locking hubs as well for these. Individual tire pressure monitoring system for all your single rear wheels, F250s and 350, and your F350 dually. Does have four-wheel disc brake, analog braking system there for you. And then all your 450s will get splash guards or mud flaps for the front. Actually, I think all your 350s do as well. No, just the 450s, the mud flaps. And then fender vent, we'll also have the platinum on the fender vent up there for you. And then for the mirrors, just like in the King Ranch edition, power scope telescoping. So it'll electronic can go power out and in, also power fold towards the glass and include auto fold. So we can lock it up, auto folds the mirrors in, helps in parking lots and such. Power heated glass, turn signal indicator does have memory for that as well. We'll get into more memory features later. High intensity security approach lamp that's going to light the ground beside the vehicle, and also comes with the LED side mirrors, spotlights, and then the black mirror caps on the top as well up there. You will get Bliss with cross-cover alert, including the trailer coverage. So that means it's gonna monitor your blind spot of your truck as well as a trailer if it's connected. Those conventional trailers. So if there's someone in your blind spot, it'll put a light in the corner of that mirror and let us know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. And I mentioned conventional trailer. There's a different Bliss system you can get if you have a gooseneck or a fifth wheel. So this would include any trailer pull that you have, conventional towing. You guys know what I mean there. So anyway, see, going on, we do have the door handles are going to be body colored for you here, and intelligent access with push button start. So it just puts your hands in the door handle. It's going to automatically unlock the vehicle with that key fob in your pocket and allow you to start the vehicle without getting your keys out. It does have keyless entry on the keypad as well, or on your remote, as well as remote start system as well for you. No keypad on there. So just so you know that. All right, moving down. You'll see it does have the power deployable boards over here that have a chrome accent on the side, so they're going to power out for you. And then you will get this is where I saw that front splash guard for the dualies with the power boards. So as long as you don't have Tremor, you'll get any of the dualies will have the mud flaps on there for you. Now, for your 164-inch wheelbase, so that means your short bed, 6 3/4 bed, will get a 34-gallon fuel tank. And then all of your 8-foot beds will get a 48-gallon fuel tank on those. You'll get a box side step here. We'll get one in the bumper as well back here. And then 4x4 decal on the side. And then we'll have the wheel well liners in the rear for all your F250s and F350 single rear wheels. And then we do have center high mounted stoplight. That'll be LED up there on the back of the cab for you. Power sliding rear window with rear defrost and privacy glass in these back windows and back glass. And then we do have the tailgate applique. As you can notice, it's black right now. I think that changes colors when you go to Platinum Plus. But for this standard equipment will be the black tailgate applique back there. And then the tailgate handle will be body colored, and you'll have a rear view camera back there with an LED light so you can be able to see and back up to trailers and such at nighttime. And then we do have power tailgate, so to power tailgate down as well as power up. Does have tailgate step in the top of the tailgate as well to help you get in and out of the bed. And then we do have the rear parking sensors, body colored bumpers on the back as well. Parking sensors, so as you're backing up, they'll get alerted as well. And it does have reverse brake assist. So if you're not paying attention to that, it doesn't want you to hit anything, it'll brake the vehicle as well. Tail lights are LED with LED turn signals or reverse as well here for you. So you'll have that too. And then we do have this is the one time you'll actually see a chrome exhaust tip on a Super Duty is with the Platinum Edition. So you'll have that as well for you. And then talk about trailer towing here. We have a 7-wire harness with relays, 7 and 4-pin connector, trailer sway control as well, and trailer brake controller 2 that includes a smart trailer tow connector. Now all your F250s and F350 single rear wheels and your dualies with either the 7.3 or the 6.7 standard diesel engine will come with a 6.5-inch built Ford Tough trailer hitch receiver, and all your F350 dually crew cabs with the high output diesel engine in your 450s will get a 3-inch built Ford Tough trailer hitch receiver for those. And then you also get the Pro Trailer Backup Assist and Hitch Assist. So the Hitch Assist will help use that dial to back up right to the hitch. So that way you don't need anybody helping you guide you. And then the Backup Assist with some help doing some initial setup, you can back up the trailer using that dial in your camera. Also get trailer reverse guidance as well that you can see down the side of that trailer. You have, of course, spare tire, wheel, and carrier that's underneath. And for your jack, all your F250 and 350 single rear wheels will get a 3-ton mechanical jack, and all your dualies will get an F450 hydraulic jack for you. Tie down plates inside, LED box lighting as well, and On the Platinum Edition, you get the onboard scales and smart hitch standard equipment. So that if you put some payload in there, it'll be able to measure, and you'll actually see it kind of go up and up on the rear on these reverse lights here for you as you're putting that in there, or you can see it on the screen inside of the vehicle. All right, let's move to the interior. All right, on the interior, we do have carpeted flooring in here for you. So completely full carpet with floor mats. We do have scuff plates in the front with platinum inserts on those front ones. The door trim is going to be a soft armrest with the grab handle. So that'll be nice, padded and everything. Really dresses that up. Unique applique as well. And then across the dash, you'll see very unique, different trim to it. I love how it's just outlined in for the Platinum Edition. Looks real nice. The vent covers will be silver as well. So that's just everything just gives it that premium look inside. Ambient lighting, there'll be a fixed color. I think it's ice blue for you. And then for your seats, it's a unique platinum leather seating material. Bucket seats here for you. You'll get the platinum badging on those outside seats, front and rear. And then also it'll be on your console too, console lid, and a flow-through console as well for you in there too. And you do have, I believe this gets a multi-contour driver and passenger seat, which usually includes massaging seat. I know it's on the King Ranch. I'd assume it gets carried over to the Platinum Edition as well. Easy entry driver seat with memory. So that means when you shut the vehicle off, the seat will go back, like get in and out easier. And then when you start it, it'll go to the memory of one of the seats. 3 different positions that all memorize for you. Front heated and ventilated seats there in the front. And then we have heated seats for those in the rear. 4-way adjustment for your head restraints. It means they'll go up and down, and they'll actually go forward and back and then ratchet back to the back. And then we do have front map pockets in those front doors, as well as a reflector on those doors. So when you have them open, people know that. Back seat will get the same platinum leather back there too. Armrest that comes down with 2 cup holders. And then again, I mentioned heated seats on those outside seats, and we do have map pockets behind those as well, and then in the doors too. So for you. So let's see what else. Power equipment group. So power windows and locks with auto lock. When you got started, automatically lock it, and one touch for the front windows. You just hard press it and they'll roll down. You don't have to hold it for you too. And then power tailgate lock as well is included in the power equipment group. And then 12-inch LCD productivity screen here for you with all your gauges and everything else like that, and multifunction switches, on the steering wheel. Heads-up display also included here. It's going to be on there, so you can get all the important information on the screen. You don't have to look down and look at the center stack screen so often. We do have power adjustable pedals, so they'll go forward and back for you. Also, that's going to be part of the memory as well. They'll get memorize the position of those for 3 different drivers. Steering wheel will be a leather-wrapped, heated steering wheel. Also, power tilt and telescoping. Electronica goes up and down, forward and back, and also included with your memory features too. We do have adaptive cruise control. So if you're going long, you can set that adaptive cruise. It'll slow you down to go the speed of the vehicle in front of you until it's safe to resume, and it'll speed you back up. Even bring it to complete stop if necessary, and get the predictive speed assist, which means you like your speed signs and going into curves and such. That'll help with that. And lane centering. Forgot to mention on the King Ranch video. Lane centering as well will help keep you in the center of your lane too when you have the cruise control on. Dual zone climate control, so the driver and front passenger will have 2 different temperatures there for you. Kind of nice. Audio system is a B&O Unleashed sound system with HD radio, 14 speakers, including a subwoofer, Sirius XM radio with 360L as well. And then you get the Sync 4 system with the 12-inch center stack screen with the information on demand, which means you have a main thing that you're looking at there, app. And then this here could be like a radio, and you can just swipe it over and they just switch places, which is really nice to have. That's what information on demand means. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, that's wireless. Also, digital owner's manual, conversational voice commands, which allows you to use those words like OK for pass or OK forward, and it's going to go ahead and start listening and give you those commands. And also gives you the connected navigation, as you can see there too. I think it's for 3 years of service. I'm not sure. So there you go. And then on the overhead console, go to this 360 view. We do see does have a storage bin up there. Usually that's called a sunglass bin. Map lights there as well, and auto dimming rear view mirror, so no lever to worry about. It's automatically dim that for you. And then on the Visor, you'll see universal garage door opener, and those visors flip down for both the driver and front passenger. They have covered mirrors that are illuminated when you open those covers off of there, so you can see even at night. And then down in here, you'll have a outlet in here. I think there's an outlet behind the console as well, and then some USB ports. You slide that door open, that media hub door, and there's a wireless charging pad in there, as well as a couple more USB ports in there, and nice big compartments and everything right in there. And then also you get the Ford Pass Connect, which allows you to stay connected to the vehicle using the Ford Pass app. Free app you download, you connect your vehicle up. You can unlock and lock it from anywhere, remote start it from anywhere, even schedule remote start times if you know every morning you're going to need that. You can also see where your vehicle is parked in the app and check the status of your tires, the fuel, and all that kind of stuff through the app. And you get 5G Wi-Fi hotspots up to 10 different devices, so your vehicle can be a hotspot for those tablets and such. You get that service for 3 months as a trial, and then after that, you will have to sign up for a subscription through AT&T. But I have heard it's gone down from $20 to $10 a month, so that's nice. So that's not too much for that subscription if you want that. And then also another package that's included the standard equipment on all the Platinums, and that's the F250 greater than 10K GVWR package. Because of all this equipment that all takes weight, the massage, all the different seats and everything else, that's extra weight. And so that puts it over that 10K GVW package there for you. And so you'll have that standard equipment for you. And then let's talk about colors, right? If I can get my mouse to work. There we go. So let's talk about colors here for a second on the Platinum trim. And there are some couple other colors available on the Platinum Plus. So let's talk about what's standard on all Platinums. And that is that you get the black. Is that the black one? Oh, that's darkened bronze. I'm going to say no. So we have the agate black that is standard, that is available and there's no cost. Antimatter blue also is available for you. All right, new color for this year. See if I get the right one. Nope. Must be this one. Avalanche, new color for the Super Duty this year. That is available at no extra cost. You also have carbonized gray, which we did select, and that is no cost for that color. And then we do have a new color for this year, ruby red. So it took over for the rapid red. It is $4.95 for that. It's a tinted clear coat. We also have star white. That is $9.95. There's extra cost for that. It's a tri-coat there for you. And then we do have the glacier gray also available for us, and that's $9.95. That's a tri-coat as well. So those are all colors that are available. There are I think only one color that left that is darkened bronze, that requires the Platinum Plus package to get the darkened bronze. So keep in mind, if you want that color, you'll need to add that package. And then also I think requires you to go to the high output Power Stroke diesel engine. So because of that, it's $18,995 because it requires that package and the upgraded Power Stroke diesel engine there for you. So there you go. So there's that. So now what I want to do is let's get into the different packages. Now I want to kind of preface this because we have covered the packages and a lot of the same ones for a lot of different packages. There's some that are specific to the Platinum Edition. So we're going to cover those that are specific to the Platinum Edition first, and then some other ones that are available on some of the other trim levels that I pre-recorded on some others. So you can probably, those are some of the different packages you can skip ahead if you've watched that video. And then we'll get into the standalone options that are available on both the King Ranch and Platinum. So again, if you watch the King Ranch video, that'll be repetitive for you, information for you as well. So let's get into that stuff. All right, now I want to talk about a package that is new for this year, wasn't available last year, and that is the Platinum Plus package. That is optional on the Platinum and does require the 6.7 liter high output Power Stroke diesel engine. Now, the purpose of this package is there is not a limited anymore. So this is your new limited in a sense. So if you had a limited last year, you want to know where that went. This is a package you want to make sure you add to your vehicle to get that. If you look now, the Platinum now comes standard with the blacked out stuff. We talked about that earlier in the video. This is a package to give you that satin chrome finish and look. So let's go through that. And I only have a couple images of this from Ford marketing to show you on this, but here we go. For the grille is a unique satin finish with the bright chrome inserts. So that grille that you did see on the limited, basically that's what you're seeing here, or last year's Platinum really. The door handles, satin chrome as well. The tailgate, satin chrome. So you're going to have the satin chrome applique as well, that tailgate applique. 20-inch bright with a dark carbonized gray, high gloss painted aluminum wheel. So I think that looks better than last year's, by the way. So I think this is a nice upgrade. Unique smoked truffle interior environment, the premium Venetian leather seats with the French stitching and upgraded perforated seats. Premium suede wrapped pillars. So that's, we're talking about coming down the headliners. It doesn't say headliners, but the pillars coming down. Premium suede, actually, premium Venetian leather with applied French stitching door panels. Also, premium suede interior grab handles as well. So they're going to really make those feel nice. Upgraded floor mats that are accents matching premium interior trim. Unique split center console armrest. So this is different than last year with the premium wood insert along with Venetian leather wrapped armrest, armrest lid, and accent French seam. Instrument panel topper, so that's above, that's your dash, basically above your dash, is a premium leather with the upgraded micro welt application as well. And then steering wheel would be a unique smoked truffle premium luxury wrapped leather for that steering wheel. Illuminated scuff plates when you're getting in, so just like you'd expect. Max recline 10-way power adjustable driver and 8-way power adjustable passenger seat. Max recline, that's 180 degrees. Power, the Pro Power onboard, 2 kilowatt Pro Power onboard that you get back there with those outlets in the bed. That's going to come with this. The upfitter switches, those are optional. You get that with this package. The twin panel moonroof as well for that too. And then when you add this package, you also get what they call is the Premium Plus experience. That's going to give you managed care for 1 year. Managed care means you have somebody you can call, a concierge in a sense, for any questions you have. It has an elite welcome call, which that probably is going to be a phone call they're going to make to you to welcome you. So maybe take that call if it says it's from Ford. Also, you get the welcome package and tribute item. So this means they're going to send you a gift, which is kind of cool. Accessory discount. So I've been told 20% off for the first 90 days that you own the vehicle. So make sure you get those accessories pretty early. Ford Pass rewards upgrade tier. So when you start with Ford Pass, you get a certain basic tier. You can automatically get upgraded to the blue tier. And then also the extra Ford Pass rewards points as well. So not just, they actually reduced the Ford Pass points to like 31,000 from 42 or something like that. You're going to get more points because you're a Platinum Plus owner there. And then one-to-one texting with a Ford truck expert, which is really nice. If you have questions on your truck, having a one-on-one person you can contact that is a truck expert and knows their stuff, then that's kind of cool feature to have as well. Now let's talk about the Tremor Off-Road Package. This package is available on the XLT, the Lariat, the King Ranch, and the Platinum models. And it's a pretty fun package. Not available with the 8-foot box. Not available with the dual rear wheel either. So it's not available with the dualies. Not available with the rear stabilizer bar or the Torque Shift G automatic transmission either. So not available with any of those. Now, it doesn't mention that in there. Now, this in here will get it does require 4x4 and does require the 7.3 liter engine or the high output power stroke diesel engine, and does require crew cab configuration as well. And then, of course, it does mention Torque Shift automatic transmission, which that G transmission is basically part of the 6.8, which is why you're not seeing it here. But they've added that for this year just to clarify some things. Now, what it will include in here is you're going to get the 430 electronic locking final drive ratio for your gas engine, that 7.3 liter engine. And then you're going to get the 355 electronic locking final drive ratio for the 6.7 liter high output power stroke diesel engine there. 35-inch off-road tire. It's going to give you the LT 285/75 R18 to go along with that. 18-inch machine and tarnished dark anodized low gloss painted aluminum wheel. So a lot of things to describe that wheel, but it's a cool looking wheel. Also, you're going to get with that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change that because I'm going off of this is last year's information. So this year, the way they word that is it is a 18-inch ebony black machine and painted aluminum wheel. So it looks like they might have changed the design of that wheel for this year. You also get the two F250 greater than 10K GVWR packages included in here. Lane departure warning. So that's going to kind of alert you as you leave your lane. Unique front springs increases the ride height, right? And then electronic locking, rear electronic locking differential with this as well here for you. And then front limited slip differential, performance front and rear shocks that come with this. Off-road running boards. I like this. This is the textured matte finish like you see on the Raptor on the F-150. Skid plates for the transfer case and fuel tank as well here for you. And then also you do get the unique front air dam as well to help the approach angle for you. And then water fording vent tubes for the transfer case and axle. So that way you can take this down in those creeks and water and such. You get a rock crawl mode here with this, which is really nice. So you get a rock crawl mode, you get a trail control mode. That's like cruise control for the trail. You can set it for different speeds, and it's going to keep that speed for you so you can concentrate on steering and such. Tremor off-road decal on the side, of course. Need that, right? And the spare tire is going to be a conventional road wheel, and then the spare tire, your spare should be a conventional road wheel, and then the tire is a LT 285 75 R18E spare tire here for you. You need that. If you get a off-road, you're going to need that, right? And then hopefully you don't need it. The optional equipment for you, if you don't like those boards, you can get the power folding or power deployable, I should say, running boards as well. Now they say that's not available with the Baja or Black Onyx, but yes, so that is for this year as well. So there you go. So a nice package to have if you plan to go off-road, you do a lot of off-roading, or just want a different ride height and such. This is a package for you. Now let's talk about a package that's a very popular package, and that is the FX4 Off-Road Package. Again, it was $495 last year. I'm not sure what it is this year. Now this package is available on all your trim levels as long as you have a 4x4. 4x4 is required here. Also, another requirement is that you have to have an electronic locking differential. So on the single rear wheels. So, and then a limited slip rear axle on your dualies. So if you don't have that already, you'll need to, it'll probably require you to upgrade to that. So it may be more than the $500 listed here. Also, another thing that's required is all-terrain tires for the F250s and F350s, or those traction tires on the F450. That's 225/70R 19.5 G tire, which I don't think they're in a constraint right now. They have been in previously. But this package does include your hill descent control. So it allows you to come down. That allows you to be able to set that for a half mile an hour coming down a hill. So you can pretty much set that in half-mile increments for speed, in a sense, being able to control your speed coming down. Also, off-road specifically tuned front and rear shocks. So you're going to get that as well. So that gives you the off-road shocks. You can go off-roading. Also, skid plates. That's going to cover the transfer case as well as your fuel tanks as there too. And then your unique FX4 decal as well. You want people to know that you got an off-road vehicle, right? So also gives you that decal too. So again, that is available on all trim levels with your 4x4s. Next, I want to talk about is the F250 high capacity axle upgrade package. Optional in the XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum F250s, of course. Not available with the pickup box delete option, and does require the 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel engine or the 6.7 liter high output Power Stroke diesel engine for you. Now, this in here will include 11.6 inch axle upgrade for the vehicle. Also does include the F250 greater than 10,000 GVWR package. So you don't need to get that package if you get this. And this will increase your GVWR up to 11,400 pounds and increases your GCW on the diesel engine as well. So this is something that a lot of people do actually ask for this. Does give you the higher capacity axle upgrade to be able to handle a lot more weight and increases your GVWR and everything. So that's an option for you. Again, available on pretty much every trim level on your F250. Now I talk about the heavy service front suspension package. This is available on all Super Duty pickups. That means all trim levels, basically. And is recommended only for vehicles which will permanently utilize an aftermarket equipment, such as a heavy duty winch, brush guards, other apparatuses that loads the front axle, right? So this is going to help that front suspension stay up. So not available with the Tremor off-road package or the snow plow package, because it's basically the same thing as the snow plow package. This is going to give you the heavy service front spring. It's a one-up upgrade above the spring, computer selected as a consequences of options chosen. So it's going to help bring that suspension up, right? And that's what it's going to do. So again, this package is available on about all trim levels for you, especially, you know, like I said, if you're going to put a winch or something on there that's going to weigh down the front of it, brush guard, maybe an upgraded front bumper, right? Then it might be a good idea for you to add this package. Now let's talk about the fixed 10,000-pound GVWR package. This is available. It's optional on F250s on the Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum trim levels. Not available with the Tremor Off-Road Package. Not available with the 6.7-liter high output Power Stroke diesel engine as well. And then also not available with the F250 high capacity axle upgrade package. So it's not available with those. So anyway, so this package here gives you a fixed 10,000-pound GVWR. Now, the reason they have this, because there is a greater than 10,000-pound GVWR. There are some situations, some states and everything where you need that to be at 10,000 and not 1 pound more than that. And that's what this package will do for you. Now I want to talk about the snowplow prep package. And as you can see right there in the image, this kind of gets you, if you're planning to put a snowplow on there, this kind of helps out. Now, this is, of course, optional on all 4x4 pickups. So it doesn't matter what trim level, this is optional for you. Not available with the Tremor Off-Road Package. Also not available with the heavy service front suspension package or the heavy service package for your pickup box delete. Keep that in mind. This will include your customer selected springs for snowplow application. So, and then also does include the 190 amp alternator on your 6.8 liter and 7.3 gas engines. And then the 410 amp dual alternator on your 6.7 liter diesel engines as well. And then does give you the rapid heat supplemental cab heater on your diesel engines as well for that. Actually, it says it's the Power Stroke diesel. It doesn't mention the high output, but there you go. You have that. So it does say options available. You can upgrade from the 190 amp alternator to the 250 amp alternator. And it will be optional equipment, but there you go. But this does give you the option to be able to add that snowplow on your vehicle. So that's an option you can add right there. Now, I want to talk about the camper package. Now, this package is optional on XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch. On the King Ranch and the Platinum, it's dually only for this on the camper package. And then this is not available with the 20-inch wheel and tires, as you can see there. And not available with the Tremor Off-Road Package or the pickup box delete. So not available with any of those. Now, this in here is going to give you the extra heavy service springs on for your XL two-wheel drives, upgrade above the spring computer selected as the consequences of this chosen option. And also the heavy service front springs for your 4x4s, one up on that upgrade above the spring computer selected as a consequence of the options chosen. So there you go. And then also get to the rear auxiliary springs as well, and the rear stabilizer bar, and the slide-in camper certification. So this is kind of what you want to add this if you want to put in a slide-in camper. Now, some people will add this because they want to upgrade it in the springs, right? So that is an option as well. We do have a heavy service front suspension upgrade you can get as well that we'll talk about, but some people like this. They'll just add this camper package. All right, next thing I want to cover is not really a package, but it's listed under the packages here. And they actually changed the name this year. It used to be called, last year was the Ford Pro Upfit Integration System. Again, we're using last year's order guide for this. This year, they're calling it the Vehicle Integration System 2.0. I assume that means it's upgraded. This is optional on all pickups, meaning it's available on all trim levels, and is recommended for snowplows, box deletes, and trucks that will utilize an upfit aftermarket equipment. So this is actually pretty cool. It kind of shows you what this looks like, but allows for being able to control those upfitter things that you might attach, right? So it includes programmable and connected upfit integration systems. So that's pretty cool in how you can do that. So that is something else. Not a bad idea to add that. Does say it's $400 last year. Assume it'll be pretty similar to this year. Now I want to talk about the fifth wheel gooseneck hitch prep package. Full disclosure, this package has been holding up a lot of trucks from being scheduled for production because they have it on there but which is a shame because it's a really cool package to have. This is available on XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinums. It is standard. It does say in here standard on. Let me look at my notes because this is going off last year's standard on F450s. It says there is no limited this year, so still optional on all Platinums. And then again, yeah, no limited this year. So this is not available with the bed mat, the drop-in bed liner, or the pickup box delete. Makes sense, right, on those things. Now, this will include what you're seeing in that image there. So it's going to include those basically 5 pre-drilled attachment points, right? So one for putting a gooseneck ball in there, also for your for if you're wanting to put those the fifth wheel in there, right? So it leaves those pre-drilled holes in a sense to attach those easily right in there. Also, one frame under bed cross member. So they add one of those as well. And then the integrated 7-pin connector on the driver's side of the pickup the wall. So you can't see it in this image, but it's over there on the side. So that just allows for this. Now, this is the package, the prep package. So this gives you the holes and the wiring and everything else. Does not give you a gooseneck or a fifth wheel hitch. Those are optional. You'll need to add those if you want those, right? So keep that in mind as well. So you'll want to make sure you do that, but not a bad option. And it is a shame it is a constraint item because it is very well liked, and especially if you're thinking of doing a gooseneck or fifth wheel hitch, it's almost kind of needed. All right, so on the F250, I'm going to go over these gear ratios for you because I did talk about standard equipment, but I'm going to kind of break it down for you so know for each engine. You're going to see over here, we're going to see optional gear ratios, and we'll go through these and which one of these are available. And you're seeing all these are available right now because we're looking at, we have selected the 6.8 liter engine. So on the F250s, and it looks like even the F350s, actually, we'll just break it out each one individually. Now on the F250s, on the diesel engines, the 6.7 liter and the high output power stroke diesel engine, it's going to come standard with a non-limit slip 331 gear ratio. But on those, you can option up if you want electronic locking. You can get a 331 e-locker, or in some situations, you can also get a 355. In some, depending on what package you get, it's going to come with that. But you have those options there for you. Now with the 6.8 liter gas engine, with that torque shift G 10 speed, it is going to come with standard in the 373 non-aluminum slip, but you can option up for both the 373 electronic locking and the 430 electronic locking ratio. You can kind of see those right there as an option for you here. Now, when you're talking about the gas engine, the 7.3 liter. Now, remember on the XL trim, it does require the STX package to get the 7.3, or the STX package to get the 7.3. But with a 7.3 liter engine, with that the torque shift 10 speed. Well, let's talk about the G. The torque shift G 10 speed automatic. In some situations, you'll get that. That'll come standard just like the 6.8 with the 373 non-limit slip, with an option to go to the 373 e-locker or the 430 e-locker. Now, if you have the other 10-speed automatic transmission, in some situations, it'll come standard in the 430 electronic locking. And so I think that's when you get that transmission when you get the Tremor, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's Tremor only. So that's how that will work for that one there. Now, let's talk about the F350 single rear wheel. I'm sorry if this clip's kind of long, but I want to make sure everybody knows this and gets all that information. Similar to the F250, in a lot of cases, the diesel engines will get the non-limit slip 331 gear ratio with the option of the 331 electronic locker or the 355 electronic locker. 6.8 liter is going to come standard just like in the F250 in the 373 non-limit slip with an option of the 373 electronic locking or the 430. So it does look like they're the same for this. The 7.3 liter, this is where it's different because the 7.3 liter does not have that torque shift G transmission. So it just has the normal torque shift 10 speed. That's going to come standard with the 373 electronic locking gear ratio with the optional 430 electronic locking gear ratio for you that way. So now moving to the F350 dually, and I'm going to look here. F350 dually can come in a couple different engines. So let's talk first about the 6.8 liter gas engine. It'll come with the Torque Shift G 10 speed. It'll come standard with a 331 electronic locking gear ratio because it's a dually. And then if you have you can also get the 7.3 liter is standard in some situations with the 10 speed torque shift non-G, and that'll be standard with the limited slip 373 with an option of going up to the 430 limited slip gear ratio. And then of course on your F350 dualies and F450s with the diesel engines, F450s only come with the diesel engine. Now on the F350, the diesel engines will come standard in the non-limited slip 355 gear ratio, all right, for you, and with an option of the limited slip 373 or the limited slip 410 gear ratios. Those are optional for you there. Now for the F450, it's going to come regardless in the limited slip 430. So that's the kind of the difference there. So there's a breakdown of the gear ratios, what's standard, what's optional in the situations. It has more to do with what series you have, F250, 350, single, dually, or F450, and then also what engine you have on what gear ratios are standard versus what's optional for you. So now what I'll do is go over the different optional equipment, and this actually we're going to use this clip in both the King Ranch and the Platinum. We're just going to go through what's available on each of the different trim levels. It's pretty much the same on both of them, I believe, on most of these. But let's kind of go through these and to kind of go over those, starting with the different powertrain options that we have here. Now, of course, we talked about earlier the 7.3 liters standard equipment on the F250 and F350s now, and so that's an option. Now, the 450s will come standard with the 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel engine. Now, whether you're on the 250 or the 350, you can option up for the 6.7 liter Power Stroke engine. Like the F450 gets a standard equipment, it'll be $10,500 for that, or you can even upgrade for $13,000 to the high output Power Stroke turbo diesel engine as well. And then, of course, if you're on an F450, it'll only be an upgrade of that difference there. So you're, $2,500 instead. So just so you know that's available for you on those different for those different options right there. And then for the different wheels we talked about earlier, is what wheels are going to come with, whether it be the F350 dually and such. Now there is some wheels that are dedicated to those different packages. We talked about those earlier, so I won't cover over those. Outside of those different packages, or whether it be the chrome package or not, there really aren't any other optional wheels available for you. So actually, I probably could skip down here to the wheels and show you that. There's all those packages we talked about already. So these are part of packages that you get, chrome package and such. And that's what those are going to look like there for you. So, and then of course I think the black appearance package, right? So anyway, we covered those already. So, and then we do have some optional tires though. So on the F350 dually, you can get an LT 245 75R 17E all-terrain tire if you like, instead of the all-season that comes standard with it. So that's available as optional equipment on the King Ranch as well as on the Platinum trim. So there for you. So, and then of course, and then there's of course the tire that comes with the Tremor as well. So for you. So, and then there's the different packages. All right, moving down, let's talk about, and I'm going to try to find these in here the best I can, like I did on the other optional videos that I've done. But let's talk about alternators for a second. We talked about the 410 amp dual alternator is standard equipment now on all those on the King Ranch. So there's another alternator on some of the other trim levels there was. So probably didn't need to mention that, but there's that. We do have the for other options here. Let's first talk about the engine block heater. Not sure where that's going to be located in here. Engine block heater is allows you to give that plug and the grill there for you, so to be able to there you go. There's an image of that, so you can see what that looks like. So those cold weather states includes a grill cover as well, and that is optional on all configurations for the King Ranch as well as for the Platinum there for you. And then we do have the PTO, the transmission power takeover provision, so it's 280. I don't know if there's no image on that, but that is available for you on all different configurations as well. It'll be 250, 350, or dualies. It includes a transmission mounted live drive and stationary mode PTO capabilities, so that is available for you. There are some requirements, some things that's not available. Of course, two-wheel drive isn't available on the King Ranch or the Platinum anyway, so it should be good to go on about any of that configuration. Now that should be an issue for these trim levels here. And then we do have the LED roof clearance lights. Now that is standard equipment on your dualies, but on the single rear wheel F250 and 350, you can get those roof clearance lights. And don't know if it's on here. It should be showing on here. Somewhere in here, but you guys know what those look like. Those marker lights that are on the cab, those are available for you as optional equipment. I was trying to find that so you could see the price and everything. There you go, $95 for that. So kind of shows you what those lights look like, and I believe they're LEDs. So yeah, LED roof clearance lights, and again available as optional equipment on your F250 or your single rear wheels, basically. Also, the onboard scales and smart hitch. So this is optional for you on your King Ranch edition. So available standard equipment on the Platinum, as you already watched, if you watched that video, but it is optional for your King Ranch F250 and 350s and even your F450 as well. Now, the power deployable running boards are standard equipment for you. You can actually go away from those power boards, or if you go to King Ranch, it kicks the power boards off, but you can add it back on to your Tremor packages for you, and that's for both the Platinum as well as for the King Ranch. Otherwise, it's standard equipment for you if you don't have the Tremor package. Now, the Pro Power on board, the 2 kilowatt Pro Power on board, which is a class exclusive, no other vehicles have this. That is optional equipment on the King Ranch and the Platinum trim. So it's no longer included as standard equipment. Let's see if I can find that. Actually, that's listed under the interior features down here. Forgot that. There it is. $985 for that. So there you go. It does require the dual alternators, which is standard equipment on the King Ranch and Platinums. So there should be no other requirement there. Now, we also do have the Tough Bed spray and bed liner. So you want that. That is done through Ford Accessories, but is available for you, and it gives you that spray and liner coating. And I think it's $595 for these, and that's available. Is optional on any of your different trim levels. Or your configurations, I should say, and it'll give you the black black. The bolts will be black and everything else, so they'll match up. You won't have any chrome sticking out on the bed. Front license plate bracket, states that require front license plate. It's standard equipment, but in states like Kansas, it's not required. It's a standalone option available on any of your configurations, and the dealer will put it on free of charge for you. So now moving to the interior. We are talking about factory options first, and then we'll talk about some accessories available, and then end it with the dealer installed options, just so you're aware, just like I did on the XL, XLT, and the Lariat trim. So for the interior, Max recline seats, that is optional this year. Optional equipment for you on the King Ranch and Platinum and all configurations for you. Let's see if I can find. There it is. It's $560 for that option. So that gives you that so you can lay down. So there comes in handy if you need to just take a break on the job site or out on the farm, something like that. There you go. The moonroof, power moonroof with a twin panel, includes map lights and the moonroof switches and everything. That there is, let's see if I can find it. I think they might have put it on the exterior. Twin panel moonroof is available, optional on all configurations, F250, 350, and dualies for you. And I'm not seeing it right here. Is it up here? There it is. It's $14.95 for that. Don't have an image of that, but there you go. No really requirement. On King Ranch and Platinum, it's available pretty easily. You do have the Rapid Heat supplemental cab heater. That is optional in all states with the 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel engine. Either one of the engines is optional on all configurations for both the King Ranch and the Platinum. Upfitter switches, also optional for this year. Located in overhead console, 6 switches you can set up for upfitter switches. Those are also optional equipment on all your configurations. And let's say it's interior, so maybe they're down here. There you go, $165 for that right there. And the Rapid supplemental heater is not showing a price on it because you got to go diesel to get that. It requires diesel. And then carpet delete. So if you want to delete the carpet, you can. Includes vinyl flooring, all-weather floor mats. So that's optional on both King Ranch and Platinum trim for you there. Floor mats, all weather. Those are optional as well. Does not include carpeted floor mats if you get the all weather mats. Available on both King Ranch and the Platinum on all configurations for you there. So, all right. Now let's move around to the some of the accessories down here. Now these accessories are going to be either put in your vehicle or put on your vehicle at the factory, and then your vehicle is shipped. So they should be there. And you won't have to worry about it. Dealer installed options. That is when actually it ships to the dealer. The dealership either puts it in it or on the vehicle. So there's the difference between that. So a pickup box bedside storage. So let's see if we can find this. So some of these. There you go. Right there. So $16.95 for that. And that's pretty cool. You can get that. Now that is not available, as you can see with these things. Pickup box, of course, you can't get a pickup box delete on this, but not available with your bed covers. So talking a little bit, your bed mat, your drop-in liner, or your premium crossbed toolboxes. So as you can tell, we're getting away of all those things, and that's why it's not available for those. But it's available in all your configurations. The aluminum toolboxes as well. So that's available for you. So those toolboxes, here we go. Give us an image of that. Oh, there we go. So you got a couple of different versions, one that's matte black and one that's the aluminum. So those are available. And of course, with that one there, you can't get your bed covers with. So don't forget about that. So you won't be able to get the bed covers or that box bedside storage either. So don't forget about that. And it's available in any of your configurations, whether it be 250, 350, or 450. So and then we do have the Gooseneck dual hitch kit. A couple different versions. This is there's one for the F450s only. It's available, of course, optional on both King Ranch and Platinum, and that gives you the Gooseneck hitch, the ball and everything, and the connectors to go into. Does require the fifth wheel prep packet or the fifth wheel Gooseneck prep package because it needs those holes drilled, so it requires that for you. See. And not available with the drop-in liner or the bed mat too. So, because those would get in the way, right? So it makes sense. There's a version here. I'll just cover it. There is another version of that too for your F250s and 350s too. So fifth wheel or gooseneck hitch kit does require the fifth wheel prep package. Again, same way, and is available on both King Ranch and Platinum on that as well. And then just while I'm here, we'll talk about it. There's also a fifth wheel hitch kit, one that's rated to 35,000 pounds for your dualies, and one that's rated to 20,000 pounds for the single rear wheels. And again, does require the fifth wheel gooseneck hitch prep package. Also requires 8-foot box and not available with the bed liner or bed mat, the drop-in liner or bed mat. So you guys can find the prices on those. So there's your, let's see, where are those? There's your gooseneck hitch kit. So $250 for that. That's for your gooseneck. And then the fifth wheel is like $1,500, if I remember right, somewhere around there. Sure, it's in here somewhere. I'm not sure. Anyway, you have that as an option as well. So there you go. All right. And then you have your in-vehicle console vault. That's on the interior here for you. And that console vault, should have an image of that. There you go. So it goes in the console, of course. So it's available on both King Ranch and Platinum, any configurations, F250, 350, or 450s. So that's available for you, and it's $350. And then you do have the drop-in bed liner we've been talking about already. That's available for you. So that's that hard plastic shell that kind of goes in there. And that's, there are a lot of things that aren't available if you put that in there. So keep that in mind. But you have that option for you as well as the spray-in liner. So there you go, for $350 for that. Not a very good image of that. We can kind of see that there's cutouts and stuff for that. So there you go. Again, not available with the fifth wheel hitch prep package or the hitch kits for the gooseneck and fifth wheel, and not available with the bedside storage box either. So there you go. And then you have tonneau cover boxes. So those tonneau covers, 3 different versions of that. Go up to the top and get all of them. We have the retractable one that's $2,200, and it's kind of like a retracts, and it'll slide and roll up into the bed there. That's why it's not available with the toolbox and not available with the drop-in liner or the bed storage box, because that gets in the way of that box. And then you do have the hard folding $1,200 for that, and that's going to fold up. And that's not available with your toolboxes. Gets in the way of that. Not available with the drop-in liner or the bed storage box either. And then you have a soft folding. There you go. Soft folding is $590. So there you go. And it's a folding one that folds up. And that is not available with the toolboxes either, or your drop-in liner or the bed storage boxes, it says right there. So there you go. There's those configurations for you there. And then wheel well liners for the front for your dualies. So if you want those on your dualies, that is an option for you for both King Ranch and the Platinum. And then the wheel well liners for the front and the rear for the single rear wheels, because you get them on the dualies already. So if you want the option of front and rear for your single rear wheels, it is available both the King Ranch and the Platinum as well. And they're in here somewhere. There you go. There's a front and rear. It's $325 front only. Probably wouldn't see that in here because I don't have dually selected in here. So retractable bedside step. Where is that at? That should be right here. There we go. Bedside corner rear. This is the one for the back is $390. So is there an image of that? There you go. Kind of sees how that comes out. That is available for you. So that's the one for the back is available in your single rear wheel. Well, any F250s and F350s. So it is available on F350 dually, but not available for the F450, as you can see there. It does require the greater than 10K GVWR package, it says on this, which is already standard on King Ranch and Platinum. So we know that. And then there's the one for the bedside. There you go. Retractable bedside step is $780, and that goes beside that step. So it gives you, you don't have to step clear up there, so you can go a little bit lower, and that's available for you as well right there. And that's available on all of your configuration, even your F450s on that one there for you. So let's see. Bed mat, that is available for you. Optional on your F250s and 350s, not available on your F450s, and not available with your gooseneck features. So your gooseneck hitch kit, the fifth wheel hitch kit, the prep package, not available with any of those, not available with the pickup box, bedside storage, or your tough bed spray and liner or drop-in liner. So that bed mat would be specific to that. And let's see, where was that? So you find it. There you go, $150 for that there. So, and then we do have the splash guards and mud flaps for the front. That requires the rear for your F250 and 350 single wheel and dualies. This isn't available to F450s, of course, because you already get that as standard equipment on the 450s, right? So, and actually it says it's standard equipment on the F350s as well. So really only the 250s and 350s single rear wheel. So anyway, so that's available for you. And then there is also splash guards rear for the single rear wheels that you can get too. That's available on those, as well as you can get them on the dualies, it looks like too. So there you go. And then when the power deployable boards are ordered, it says so on the dualies. So, and then exterior backup alarm. You have that too, 250, 220 for that. So that basically is going to, when you're backing up, it's going to alert people. So that's available on both the King Ranch and the Platinum trim levels. And then, okay, and that should be all of that. So let's go back. And now what I want to do is cover the dealer installed options. So these dealer installed options means that they have to have them on available, and they'll be shipped out from the factory when your vehicle is shipped out. So hopefully it gets there to the dealership before your vehicle does, and the dealership would install them on your vehicle. And the first one is the bed hooks, black retractable. And that is by Bull Accessories, not available with the retractable bed cover for you, but is available on all configurations for the King Ranch and the Platinum. And I don't know if that's in here or not listed. I'm not sure pricing on that. Some of these are, and some of these are not in here. Yeah, that's not listed in there, but that is shown on the order guide as being available for you. We have the side window deflector kit that's smoke and color. It's by Lund. That's available on all configurations, F250, 350, and F450 for King Ranch and the Platinum. And that's going to go there on the side of the vehicle. It's $160, looks like. So that's going to go up there. That's available for you. We have the pivot bed storage case. There's a left-hand and a right-hand side, but undercover. Not available with your drop-in bed liners for you. Probably wouldn't be available with the bed storage box either, but it is not listed on the order guide that way. And that's kind of swings out. So let's see if they got an image of that. No image there. How about on the other one? Nope. So that swings out. You can see it on the F-150. They had the picture of it on there. Okay, and then these others, there's a couple different first aid kits. There's a first aid kit and a roadside assistance kit. Both of those are available on any of your configurations with the King Ranch and Platinum. I would get them through Ford Accessories and not get them on your build, because if they don't have them in stock at the factory, then they won't schedule yours for build. So it's kind of a weird thing, but they won't do that. Now let's talk about the winch by Warren. So the Warren winch is a 12,000-pound winch you can add. That is a dealer installed option. So the dealership would install that for you, and that install fee is figured in there. Don't let your dealer charge you an install on that. But that is that's done that way, and that gives you the winch on the front. And they're showing you some of the attachments. Therefore, a couple different requirements there. It'll come with everything you need on there. It does require 4x4, and on a Power Stroke diesel engine requires a dual alternator. It's already standard equipment on King Ranches and Platinums. Now, this is available on F250 and 350, not available with the F450s, just so you know that as well. And does require the 410 final drive ratio, or the high output Power Stroke diesel engine. So keep that in mind. And of course, you already get standard equipment, the 10K, the greater than 10K GVWR package that's already standard on these. So there you go. So that's available for you too. So now let's talk about a couple other things before we get into that. We do have the security code keyless entry keypad. So that is, as you mentioned, or as I didn't mention, you do not have keypad anymore. That is now no longer standard equipment for you, but it is a dealer installed option now. So the dealership will put it on your vehicle for you. And I don't see that listed in here, but that's going to put the keypad on there, and it's not going to be hardwired in. So we'll have a battery and such, but those batteries will last a long time. Yeah, there he is, $455 for that, and maybe it is hardwired at that price, but that is a deal installed option now for you. So, and then we do have next, I want to get the spare tire lock, $80. So back here, there is no lock back there where the spare tire can be lowered down. That is now you get the lock for. That's a dealer installed option. The dealer will put it on your vehicle there too. So, and then wheel locks as well, requires a 20-inch wheel, so it's available on the single rear wheel F250 and 350, and you can get the wheel locks, and make sure they put those on your vehicle for you. So because you're paying for that as well. So there you go. So you want to make sure you get that installed too. All right. And now I want to talk about these cameras here. So we do have a couple options here for you. A customer placed trailer camera. So that allows you to be able to place that camera on your trailer if you like to. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if I can find those. Those were right up here, weren't they? There you go. So it's $480 for that. So that places that camera back there. So customer placed camera, and again, that's what they'll actually give that to you. It does require the 360 camera package, which is standard equipment already, and it's available on any of your configurations. And then there's also the individual trailer TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system. You get 4 sensors, but the system will work with up to 6. So if you have a triple axle, it will work for those. You put those sensors on those tires. That is available in any of your configurations. And where's that at? There's a couple different variations here for you. See, this one here is what the Gooseneck and Bliss. And that one comes with all the stuff too. There's the camera and the TPMS. So there's several different options. There it goes. $480 for that, for just the tire pressure monitoring system. So now if you want the, as you can see, if you want the up here, you want the camera and the TPMS. So the camera on there, that's $980 for that, and gives you the camera and the TPMS. But there's also an option up here where you can get the camera, TPMS, and the fifth wheel Gooseneck blind spot information system, and that's $1330 for that if you want all 3 of those. Let's say you don't want the camera though, but you want the TPMS and the Bliss, is $1,700. Why is it more? I don't know. They must have that wrong. Anyway, so there's that option, and those are available on all configurations. So several different options there for that, and that covers all of our accessories. So there's all of our standard equipment, different packages, even went over gear ratios for you guys, and some standalone options for you in this video. Hopefully it did help you out, gave you some information. Again, order banks are open up right now, so you can place your order with your good local dealership. And let me give you some ordering tips. So if you do go into those dealerships, because you do want to make sure you don't have any surprises from the time you order, from the time that comes in, because there are some things that can happen, and making sure that you get things locked in. First off, is when you do place that order, hopefully you use this video that helps you out, figures out what you want and everything. You'll get an order sheet that'll show you your options. It won't show you all the standard equipment, but it'll show you all the options that you selected that you wanted on that with a price. And that price will show MSRP pricing. Now, if you are an X plan person, or you're a D plan or A plan, make sure you let your dealership know that ahead of time so that you get that plan pricing on that order sheet so you can see what that price is going to be. Now, if you are somebody that's not a plan pricing, then it's going to only show you the MSRP pricing. So you want to make sure that you also have a buyer's order that they should have you sign as well. And that you on there, you tell them, I want to know what I'm going to pay for that vehicle. So some dealerships are MSRP, some are above, some might be below. So getting that stuff on in writing on that order sheet or on the buyer's order, so that when it comes in, you're not surprised by something changing on there. So that sheet should be exactly, you ask them too. This is everything you're going to have on there. What's my dealer fee? What's and everything? Sales tax. I wouldn't necessarily get into that, but at least the other stuff, making sure what that price is going to be, and that they're not going to add anything to the vehicle when it comes in. Say, I want to know if I were to buy this vehicle, it came in today, this is the price I'm going to pay, right? And get that in writing, because they should be locking in that price even if there's a price increase. So Ford will always reimburse the dealership back the difference if there's a price increase because they've done a price increase. You get locked in, and Ford does that. They know the adjusted invoice of what it was when you ordered. So as long as the person that ordered the vehicle buys the vehicle, you get protected to that price. Make sure your dealership does that as well, so that you don't want any surprises when that comes in. Also, find out what the dealer fee is, and also know incentives and all that, because they can lock in incentives too. So make sure you're aware of all that going on. Now, there's things that we at Law McArthur honor and let you know that we have a $495 dealer fee that we will tell you right up front. That's the only thing we add to our vehicles, nothing else. And if you want to purchase something from aftermarket or from finance, then that's added to the vehicle. And when you talk to those departments, if you'd like to select those, so we're very transparent about that and an honest. We know you're looking for an honest, good dealership. Well, McArthur, we can do that for you. So we will probably have some special pricing included. So if you're wanting to do something, we do have a YouTube special that if you do finance the vehicle with us, we'll just discount the vehicle $1,000, and that'll help with any travel expenses or to have the vehicle shipped to you. So if that's something that you're looking forward and wanting to do and make it very simple and easy and transparent, then you can give us a call. You can contact us. We actually have build a price on our website right now. On our website, you can build out your configuration, put in your name and information, put in there you want the YouTube special, so that the department knows that, and then they'll be contacting you, and we can place your order. We can make it very quick, easy for you ordering the vehicle here at Law McArthur. So if you'd like to do that, reach out to us. All the information is down in the description of this video. Always have that down in there, phone number, website, and everything down there if you'd like more information on that. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, helped you out. Make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of these videos, because we're going to go through every trim level, and this hopefully will be very helpful to you so you know what is included and everything. And I won't cover things that aren't included. So if some people will ask, well, you didn't mention this, didn't mention that, then that means it's not included in the order guide, and that means it is not standard. I've gone through it pretty extensively before I started recording these videos, so that is correct. I might miss something. If I do, drop it down there, and I will highlight that so you know. So if you're watching this video, you might check out those comments for any highlighted pinned comments from me. Otherwise, it should be good to go on this, and that is going to be what's standard equipment and what's available for you. So hopefully you guys did help you out. And until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself. We'll see you in that next video.